All right, looks like I will hop over to Zoom in just a minute. I can't quite get there yet. I'm going to let this page load. Thank you so much, guys, for your patience. All right, looks like. Okay, I'm back. All right, welcome. We are reading from the book today. I'm Elizabeth with Willow. For those of you joining on YouTube, thank you for being here. For those of you on Zoom in the room, thank you for being here. So I am on two platforms at once, guys. I do not track chat well because it's hard, but feel free to comment and I will definitely try to comment back. All right, we are reading from the book today. I was actually seeing if the event title was on the screen. It's not. Oh, it's the Mystics Roundtable. I can't remember the rest of it. So let's go ahead and get those decks out for those of you that are joining from the room. And if you're at home watching this, go ahead and get your decks out too. If you want to pull a card, pause the video as though you're here in the room, read your card, restart the video. You just had your turn, and I welcome that energy in the universe. So please do. I am going to begin with a timer, and I will set that up for 7 minutes. We do not need to use that 7 minutes. Use it, abuse it. You can do whatever you want. Where's my timer? Here we go. All right, guys, it's under apps, or is it under more? One of them. All right, I've got my deck. Oh, you can see it. Oh, isn't that pretty? I just bought a shirt with green and orange. All right, 7 minutes. Start. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think I am. Well, y'all can always just let me know if I am forgetting something. So let me shrink my screen just a touch so I can see the YouTubers. All right, Seasons of the Witch, Lammas Oracle. Is Nicole? She's not here. Nicole may be doing a autumn event around the moon. Those will be coming up in about a month. We'll be flipping into a new pagan holiday, a new season. We're looking at fall, and these align. 4 seasons, 8 holidays. So you have midway points. And this is celebrating the current holiday of Lammas. And the deck is by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, illustrated by Shauna Woodwick. Ooh, that was almost at the back. Corn dollies. I have these. I have corn dollies, but I have no idea what, so I'm not going to try to find them. But you can take corn husk, y'all, like you get a ear of corn. I don't teach y'all new words. And you take out off the outer shell. It's a husk. So you are husking corn like you shuck an oyster. You husk corn. You hull a strawberry. Did y'all know these words? Because I did. Next time you have the opportunity to do husk corn, feel the inside. It's very smooth. The strands of hair on corn are like silk, and they're highly manipulatable. Is it the word manipulatable? That sounds good. They're highly manipulatable, so you can make things out of them, and people make corn dolls or dollies. So this is a reference to those dolls. Now, corn dollies, think about it. You want to give your kid a toy. Well, you got to make one. Because where are we talking about? What point in history? So if you can make your own toy, put the energy that you have in your body into what you are creating, and then physically hold that creation and say, this is what I have done. Imagine how much life that corn dolly is going to have. All right, so the book says corn dollies and the keywords. So the book has keywords: honoring earth spirit, inviting spirit into your life. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, Panam. The relationship that, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, y'all. Focus. Okay. On the card itself, it says, the relationships that nourish are those you nourish with your spirit. What? Oh, okay. The relationships that nourish are those you nourish with your spirit. Think about kids with dolls, man. You know, they don't want to put them down. They're blanky. They got that attachment. They've put so much energy into that. In ancient times, it was believed the spirit of the corn had no place to go once cornfields were harvested. Corn dollies were fashioned to give the spirit a safe home and kept inside until the following spring, when the planting seasons would begin anew and the spirit of the corn could return to the earth. This is a beautiful practice of respecting the earth that has been sacrificed for you, supporting the earth spirits in their time of need. The appearance of corn dollies is a gentle reminder to honor your roots, ancestors, and the earth spirits. They are the blood flowing through your veins, the nutrition in the foods you eat, and the wisdom that flows through your mind, guiding you to more success and joy. Do not take their contribution for granted, because this is a relationship that needs nurturing and support. Think of relationships in your own life. Would you want someone to only come to you when they needed help or resources and ignore you when you are in need of support? The connection with the spirits that protect and serve you is no different from that with a friend or lover, and they need you to remain present in good times and bad. In the physical realm, this card guides you to be more present with the people in your life. You may be in danger of losing someone of great importance if you do not make an effort to be more available to them. In your career, it can mean needing to contribute more rather than taking a supporting role. I like that. I've been thinking a lot about, I know we're not doing intuitive, but I've been thinking a lot about just me and society. And it's hard. It's hard being human. Okay, so, oh, okay, I'll stop. That was perfect. Okay, so we're going to go to LB next. Welcome. Go ahead. Start with number.
Thanks. I wanted to read from this French deck that I never managed to use because it's like in French, but because of this meeting, I was able to translate. And this is a deck about family and motherhood. And I don't have kids or anything, so I'm interested to see how much the messages can connect. All right, so the first card here says listening. It says, listening is precious, without speaking, without assuming, without judging, without comforting or solving, simply welcoming the truth of what is. Your child, or anyone who offers you the gift of their words, does not always need advice, comfort, or solutions. Sometimes they simply need a caring ear that welcomes and listens with genuine attention. A child who cries sometimes simply needs to know that their pain is heard and that their emotions are right and legitimate. Reassure them that the stirrings of their heart are recognized and welcome. Invite them through your silence or your reflections to give birth to their own solution, their own truth. Sincere listening, adorned with your full presence, could be the balm the world needs. This is family. You can feel safe both within your earthly family and your spiritual family. We are all one big family, and you are part of the dance. Your ancestors, your forebears, your descendants, and all your angels are with you and support you in your decisions. Your earthly family loves you and cares deeply about you. They would like to support you and accompany you as best they can on your path, but they do not always know how to express it with care. Your spiritual family loves you unconditionally and provides you with invisible but powerful support. Perhaps it would be wise to visit one of these two families and share with them your desires, your joys, your sorrows, and your deepest needs. Tell them those words that your modesty prevents you from speaking. Also, in order to welcome your child under the most favorable conditions, cut the conscious and unconscious bonds of attachment that poison you. Okay, that's interesting. This is harmony. It says nurture each part um, with enough balance to vibrate in divine wholeness. It says balance and harmony are precious gifts that you can choose to embody and pass on to your child. You've always been the very embodiment of this harmony and this balance divided into two complementary poles, the feminine and the masculine. It is by finding within yourself the right balance between these two dimensions that you will offer yourself total freedom. By drawing this card, one of your two poles is certainly trying to tell you that it needs to be taken into account to feel recognized and free to express itself. You are not an incomplete half searching your whole life to complete itself through another person. You are, by essence, a complete and absolute being. No one other than yourself can bring you balance and harmony. Observe, embody, and recognize each facet as an integral part of yourself. This is cleaning. Motherhood is a stage of change and transition in your life. It is time to clean house. Cleaning means making room for the new. It means opening yourself to welcome the best. A complete cleaning in order to welcome a new soul is a holistic process. This involves cleaning your home and the child's room, cleaning your body by eating healthy, rich, and organic foods, cleaning your heart by observing your emotions and your unmet needs, cleaning your mind by filling it with positive and meaningful images. It means giving yourself the possibility of being serene in every dimension. It also means deprogramming your fears, your expectations, and your limiting thoughts concerning the arrival of your child or the messages from your inner child. Cleaning means reaching out your hand to your child and saying, I want the best for you because that is precisely what you deserve. It means looking them in the eye and telling them, I love you. This is forgive. To forgive does not mean to forget. It means offering yourself a beautiful freedom and allowing yourself to move forward. Offering forgiveness is not always easy. Sometimes we can convince ourselves that a person does not deserve our forgiveness, but you deserve the best. Offer yourself this gift for your own sake. Forgive in order to free yourself from this weight, to give yourself back your complete freedom, and to clear your thoughts. Visualize resentment as a heavy and cumbersome ball and chain attached to your foot that prevents you from moving forward at your own pace. Cut all the chains that imprison you, break all the bonds that limit you. You have the power to do so. To forgive is not to forget or change the past. It is to grant yourself a light and joyful present and future. It is to live each moment fully, light, and at peace. To forgive is not simply to love the other person, it is above all to love yourself. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to read the last two cards because I think they're more. No, I'm gonna read the last card. I think this one's maybe the one I'm curious about the most. Okay, so this says Storm. It says, Welcome yourself. You are beautiful and all the poetry your heart draws. Your emotions are beautiful and legitimate. The universe is with you to help you through this period. It is there to embrace you with its compassionate listening. Emotions judged as negative because they seem difficult for you to experience in the moment do not always appear beautiful in your eyes. But do not confuse yourself with your emotions. You remain beautiful and luminous, whatever the color of your feelings. Everything you experience in your heart is deeply right and legitimate. Whatever message this dark moment has come to reveal to you, do not freeze yourself in this grayness, which does not define the colors of your soul. When you hear the sound of the storm making your daily life tremble, do not silence it. Encourage it to express the poetry of your soul. Sing with it so that it knows you are listening attentively. And welcome every part of yourself, for every molecule of your being is a gentle perfection in the here and now. We love you and find you magnificent. And I'll stop there. Oh, I like that. I like the messages from this deck, even though I don't have kids or anything. But yeah, that was really cool. Thanks for letting me read that many cards. Appreciate it.
I love that. What was that called?
I can't even say it because it's in French. It's like the Oracle of. I can translate what this is really quick. I don't know what, but this is
Or
not. There's no English version of this deck. I've already looked, so it's only in French, unfortunately.
okay.
Um, and
You
I.
know the cards that looked like, I'll say the lovers in the beginning, the heads that were turned, but
Mhm.
that's the same person. And it talked about feminine masculine. That was absolutely the same person. One
Oh,
one
interesting call
Yeah,
out.
one pink.
it's the Oracle of Birth.
Ah, thanks for translating that, Crescent. So, I try to find this online, even the French version for sale, and I don't think it's, I think it's older. I think it's no longer, maybe it is actually, maybe I did not, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I searched. Maybe it is available, but
Oh,
um, this is interesting. You're right, they do look very similar and they look so cool. I love the like characters that they chose to draw here. It's like their eyes are like beautiful. But yeah, I didn't think that they could be the same person. So
Girl, I
yeah.
watch RuPaul like every day. I can spot.
Thanks.
But yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, you can Sharpie on eyebrows. You know, you can do anything with contouring. It's a whole nother person coming through. I love
That's
it.
true.
Um, okay, so Steve, we'll go to you. Go ahead. And there was a comment in the YouTube chat, LB, that you have the coolest decks. So you have a reputation for cool decks, and it's true. It's a good reputation.
Oh, thanks.
You straight up have the best decks. All right, so sorry, Steve. Thanks for your patience. Go ahead when you're ready. I'll reset that timer. Oh, dude, you're muted. Are you talking?
I'm reading from the Sock Monkey Oracle deck, because I'm working with Monkey Energy today. And here's one. It says friends. Friends come in all shapes and sizes, from bunnies, polar bears, and snowmen of distant lands to monkeys made of sakis close to home. You have chosen a loving, loyal, supportive, and trustworthy circle of friends. Your buddies are there for you, thick and threadbare. They lift up, and they also call on you when necessary. Are they always calling you out before you call them? Reach out to them and let them know how much they mean to you. Show your support in return. Maintaining loving friendships just plain feels good. It reduces stress, boosts the immune system, and increases your sense of belonging. Symbolic frolics. Fun, love, support, belonging, reality check. Affirmation. I love that I maintain loving friendships. And the second one I'm going to read, it's on gifts. Did the not good enough sock monkey pay you a visit? Is it following you around everywhere you go? Enough. Lovingly let that little rascal know that it is no longer needed to escort it out the door. Grab it by the scuff of the neck if need be, then lock the door so it can't get back in. Instead, focus on all the ways that you are magnificent. Yes, magnificent. If you need to, make a list of your wonderfulness so you can remember your many good traits. Read it often and read it aloud. Please know that you are a gift to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to the world. Symbolic frolics, blessings, gifts, self-worth, and competence. Affirmation. I love that I recognize I have much to offer. And this is what the sock monkey looks like. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you for the levity. Sock monkeys. That was a weird visual in my head. I was getting chased by a sock monkey. Really quick before we go to Brie, one of the queens on RuPaul, yes, I will talk about that, was wearing sock monkeys on her dress. She sewed them to her dress. Those queens are hysterical. All right, Brie, would you like to share? Awesome. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm pulling from 3 different decks today. The first one is from the Muse Tarot by Chrysan. Show you the box. Same author as the Light Seers deck. And we pulled the 5 of Emotions.
Oh.
So lots of ice element there, water, ice. And the book says keywords: processing sadness or grief, loss, getting stuck in a negative pattern or emotion, not seeing the way out, crying over spilled milk, learned helplessness, becoming enamored of the shadow, a time to find new hope. And the prompt is called stolen life force, which is a really interesting way to think about it. Just something that kind of consumes all your energy in a like emotional state. When all the world feels like ice, the 5 of Emotions knows that we have drifted away from our emotions once more. We grow cold, hard, distant, and she knows that there is work to be done in order for us to find our hearts again. It is just so easy to feel numb and sterile. She knows that underneath it all, we miss the tender aching for joy for our own hearts. She feels it for all of us, all of the hurt, all of the sadness, and all of the grief, and all of the love, laughter, and hopefulness. So she holds on to the ice for us, warming it with her empathy of the sunshine, and she melts it into the drops of tears. She asks you to open your heart as its vast ocean will overflow with all of the things you need to feel so you can smile brightly once more. Processing is a process. Feel into the feelings so that you can heal. And then there's a little poem here. I fear so much the love I feel. I feel so much it blocks. For sadness, joy, and love too, real are locked inside a box. So that is the first card. The second card I pulled from the new deck, Seasons of the Witch, Autumn Oracle, or sorry, Autumn Tarot, and I'm obsessed. And the card that I pulled it a few times now, and I'm obsessed with this card. This is the Seven of Autumn Wands, and I'm just going to make a quick comment. Every time, I literally do have a broom hanging above my front door, and it symbolizes protection, essentially, right? Keeping things out, but also keeping your space very sacred and good energy. So the Seven of Wands. In the old ways, a broom would be hung over a door of a home to guard against unwanted spirits and ill will. The Seven of Autumn Wands carries the same protective energy, appearing when you feel the need to defend your boundaries and protect the space you've worked so hard to create. This is not a card of aggression, but one of resolve. You feel as though you're being tested with gossip, envy, or small persistent challenges, obstacles that seem insignificant on their own, but when compounded, they become a weight that is much too heavy to bear. The Seven of Autumn Wands appears to tell you to be vigilant, to understand that some unwelcome guests may be knocking on your door. You do not have to invite them in. Not every opinion deserves your ear or consideration. The additional layer of autumn reminds you that protection is sacred work that must be tended to. Just as leaves fall to shield roots over winter and fire protects home from the cold, your job now is to safeguard your progress, peace, and accomplishments. Remembering a goal isn't the final destination. How you keep it is what matters. Additional meanings: standing firm in your ideas or methods despite criticism, protecting your privacy or personal space when others overstep, resisting the urge to explain or justify your path to others, a season of tests or pushback, spending too much energy fighting small battles instead of focusing on the big picture. So again, that was the Seven of Autumn Wands there. And then the last card that I pulled is also from the Lammas Oracle, which you pulled from. And I pulled 17, Farmhouse. This cute little. And the quote on the card says, "The time has come for a greater sense of belonging and harmony within and all around you." I can find 17. There we go. The keywords are homey, comforting, and familiar. There's no place like home, the iconic Dorothy says as she clicks her red heels to return to her family's farmhouse in Kansas. We all have a place that feels comfortable and familiar, whether that's a physical place such as your childhood home, a space you have established for yourself, or an imaginary realm in a book, or one crafted inside your own mind. Pulling this card represents this feeling, manifesting in life right before your eyes. This card will appear when you are on the path towards emotional fulfillment with a greater sense of belonging. It's a wonderful card to receive for love readings as it indicates a warm, supportive, and lasting relationship, the kind of connection that will continue to grow as the years go by. In a reading about your career, you can expect to find joy and fulfillment in a current position. Any challenges you may have faced are dissolving and balance will be restored. In health matters, it can mean a restoration of energy, more devotion to self-care or circumstances, aligning to experience more downtime. So I just really love all three of these cards kind of in combo. I kind of asked like what the collective conscious needs to know. And I don't know if anyone else has kind of been feeling just like a little bit heavy, kind of when it rains, it pours, and just like one little thing kind of sets you off and then everything sets you off. So you want to create these stronger boundaries. But again, like, are we keeping out the wrong people? Just because we are so guarded. But boundaries are important. We just need to use them in the right way to protect that healing. And again, that farmhouse also kind of had that same energy with, just kind of creating that safe space. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I pulled the seven of brooms for myself with death in that, and
Mhm.
I don't know if I was reading with you, and I remember just staring at that seven, going, "What is happening?" to the card. I
It's
love.
beautiful.
I
I'm obsessed with this card. Like, so good.
I'd never thought about it like that. From what the image
Mhm.
showed, the cat, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I love. Yeah, I do. That I love those designers. That's the Seasons of the Witch is both tarot and oracle now, guys. They're really good products. Okay, so Crescent, would you like to share today?
Sure. I am using Rachel Pollack's The Shining Tribe Tarot, and I've picked 3 cards. We'll see how they go, how long each card takes. We're starting with the Emperor. Okay. He lays down the rules, he marks out the places, he arranges the horses, he builds the tall buildings. In some modern tarot, the emperor symbolizes the oppression of patriarchy, the stifling quality of rules and laws. In the Rider-Waite tarot, the most well-known example, he appears as a harsh old man ruling over a brown, jagged desert. The card, however, is more complicated, embracing creative ideas, civilization, abstract thought, and healing powers. The stag's head reminds us of the many cultures where the god takes on the animal power. Such horned gods celebrate the powerful life energy and generative force of male sexuality, the partner to the empress' nurturance and passion. The antlers branching from his head symbolize the sexual energy, but also creative thought, which branches out in many directions. Similarly, the black squares symbolize ideas, which open to worlds beyond the physical. In ancient times, people saw geometry as a representation of the sacred because it idealized the chaos of nature into pure forms. The figure in the picture is based on a photo of a shaman encountered by Tsar Nicholas II on a journey across Siberia. A Tsar is a legal emperor, but a shaman travels beyond human laws to the spirit world. He wears a blue crescent to symbolize his connection to the triple goddess of the moon. Traditions that celebrate the horned god often see him as the goddess lover. His red hands and eyes, as well as the red stripes on his green robe, signify the complex issues of blood and maleness, the blood of sexual erections, as well as the blood of war and violence. Behind him, we see a city, an image of civilization. At the same time, he stands on or behind a bull from the cave of Lascaux, a painting 17,000 years old. Above his head, we see a glyph for a shaman, showing that he journeys to the spirit world above and the land of the dead below to bring back healing power. To his left, the glyphs describe transforming sexual or aggressive energy into creative healing power. We see first a phallic image, then a double line showing that the shaman moves in different dimensions, and finally a phallic image with a snake inside. On the right, we see more glyphs of the shaman's journeys and creativity. A number of modern tarot decks have taken on the issue of patriarchal culture. They have tended to see the emperor as a kind of villain, with gentle childlike males as an alternative. Such images both belittle men and demonize them. The Shining Tribe Emperor is a powerful, compelling figure, strong and charismatic. Some people, women especially, react to this card with fear. They see the emperor with his red hands and eyes and his powerful stance as a threat. If so, the card gives them the opportunity to look at certain issues in their lives. Do they have trouble with authority? Do they find male sexuality threatening? What might trigger such reactions? Were they scared of their fathers? In all this, we look at the emperor as outside ourselves, some figure or energy we must face in our world. It might be a strong experience to imagine ourselves as the emperor. What might it be like to contain and express such power and determination? The emperor defends his territories. He builds, he creates culture, he establishes laws. And in Shining Tribe Tarot, he himself travels to the worlds of the radiant spirits. Many of us would benefit greatly if we saw his power in ourselves. Divinatory meanings. The play between aggressive and healing energy, abstract ideas, rationality, setting firm boundaries, ruling your own territory, taking responsibility, emotional remoteness, sexuality, specifically masculine sexuality, fathers and fatherhood. Reversed, power corrupted, problems with rules or restrictions, the aggressive side of male energy. Alternatively, and the other cards will help determine which direction the reverse card goes, a softening of the Emperor's harshness. For someone with a difficult family history, the reversed Emperor can mean overcoming a repressive or tyrannical father. Okay. And then Ten of Rivers, dedicated to Marilyn Graham and Vishnu Jason. The waves on their feet, the joy in their bricks, they throw it sand to the gulls, pearls to the wind. The Eight of Rivers showed us the transformative power of feasts and rituals. Here we see more permanent celebrations of home and family. In a scene based on the Rider's Pack's Ten of Cups, we see a couple standing in the waves of the sea, the 10 rivers of the card's title. Their inner hands blend into each other, for they are true partners. Their outer hands, symbol of their individuality, extend outward as a gesture of gratitude to life. Together they form an image similar to the shining vision glyph, as if they create a new person when they join with each other. Beyond the empty beach, we see sand dunes and hills with trees and plants. Such dunes and beach communities are usually the work of people who want to prevent erosion. Through the action of humans, the barren sand becomes planed with new life. A fence protects the dunes as well as separates them from the uncultivated sand of the beach. This is a deeply human card as an expression of what people can create out of nature. The man and woman look at their house. They have built this home from their life's efforts. At the same time, it symbolizes their commitment. They will live here together. The windows shine with golden light. The people raise their arms as well to greet the dove, messenger of Aphrodite, goddess of love and the sea. And a link as well to the following suit, the birds. A bird was also the messenger of the Hebrew God, for Noah sent a dove over the waters as a way to find out whether they could land the ark and once more begin the work of civilization. And the New Testament tells how the Holy Spirit took the form of a dove to impregnate Mary, an act that allowed the immaterial God to enter the physical world as man. The bird's colors match the woman's dress and the man's shirt. While I intended the couple's gesture as a celebration, some people who look at the card see the couple as waving goodbye. This interpretation usually comes from people who themselves feel strongly that they need to end something bad. Good enough.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead and finish.
Oh, no, I lost it. Okay, here we are. Let's see. Release the past. No? Oh, I've lost it. I'm not gonna bother.
Totally cool. No, thanks for sharing from Rachel Pollack's The Shining Tribe. That's very interesting. Hearing the guidebook gives me different ideas on the cards. That's such a cool deck.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'd never thought of the emperor the way she does, so that was powerful.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. And Ponce mentioned that he pulled father recently in a group meeting, so that was very interesting. A lot of backup for you guys over on YouTube. Loving the breeds. Thank you guys on Zoom for being here and on YouTube for also sharing this space. I appreciate all of you. We are going to meet again on everyone right? Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah, on Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every week, and most of the time recording. And I hope I see you guys. Oh, and I don't have the link handy, but check out on Sunday. I'll drop the link, and I know we meet on different groups. So I'll drop them amongst the groups. For an arty party on Sunday that I go to. I'm trying to get my sister to go to it. It's a lot of fun, guys. Very, very, very casual and very open. And you can just sit behind your camera and do whatever you want. I love it. Okay, I'll try to drop that link for you guys later. I'll see you guys on Monday, I hope. And thanks for being here. All right, I'll say bye, guys, as I close everything down.